now from the night team tracking our first snowstorm of the winter.
The storm highlighting some plow problems in Chelmsford. Concerns about dangerous road conditions as the town grapples with driver shortages.
Local ski resorts celebrating the return of snow to New England. The excitement on the mountains tonight. We have night team coverage of this winter weather.
Then the FAA grounding planes after a mid-air scare. Part of a plane ripping right off. How it could impact flights right here in Boston.
And final game of a disappointing season for the Patriots. Could it be goodbye for Coach Belichick?
Digit loss teams.
7 News at 9 starts now.
First here at 9 o'clock, storm force coverage. Big flakes coming down in Chelmsford tonight. The snow started falling this afternoon. Live pictures here and now. It is really coming down. And this is what people looking to hit the ski slopes have been waiting for. They will wake up to some real snow finally in Westford.
Our traffic tracker is out on the roads tonight. They're traveling through Methuen. This is on 495. Road conditions looking pretty good. Crews have been working very hard to make sure that salt and sand is down. And across the state, of course, crews are making sure those roads stay clear. Now,
some places they could see up to a foot of snow, and conditions will get worse as the night goes on. The snow starting to come down in the city. As we take a live look at the Peru, you can see those flakes flying tonight. Boston will not see the highest totals, but we are going to get a couple of inches here in the city. There is a lot to cover with this storm, from snow totals to the impact. We have night team coverage. We'll kick things off with Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Reiner. Time out the storm, JR.
Thank you. Into Chelmsford now, where we saw some big flakes flying this evening. This is video from earlier. Crews already getting to work in an effort to keep the roads clear, but a snowplow driver shortage could make things tricky. The night team Samantha York live in Chelmsford with more on the plow problems. Samantha.
Oh, Rob, is really coming down now, and I will say the roads have gotten a lot quieter since the flakes started falling here in Chelmsford, and they're nice big flakes too. Take a look. You can see the white blanket of snow that we're getting on the roads now. A lot of people staying off the roads, but you know who's ready to hit the roads? The snowplow businesses.
This is actually magic salt. It's treated with magnesium chloride.
Joe Demers has his salt trucks and plows ready to go for the snow.
Gotten probably 50 calls over the last 2 days.
He runs his landscaping business out of Chelmsford and spent this week getting his equipment set up for the storm.
We'll check all the tires, make sure the tires are good. All the oils have to be up to par.
Chelmsford could get up to a foot of snow between Saturday and Sunday. At the same time, the town is seeing a strain on snowplow contractors available, trying to offer competitive rates to attract drivers. It's now leaning on those like Demers to work through the storm.
I don't know if we'll even clock out tomorrow, honestly.
The lack of snow accumulation in recent years also making for concern when it comes to insurance rates and fuel prices.
When you put that kind of investment out, you got to make sure you're going to get something back.
That's Joseph Hyder. He also runs a landscaping business in Chelmsford. He's powering up his plows to keep parking lots clear for his clients. What's the maintenance like for this thing when you have to keep it running throughout the night as it keeps on snowing?
Well, number one, you have to keep it fueled. That's right now the biggest expense. I mean, you can spend $300-400 a night in fuel in these machines easy.
It's all hands on deck for these crews, who were eager to see a nor'easter hit New England.
It's about time, you know, January, you would have thought we would have had something at least December, November.
We'll just go until it stops.
Both crews we spoke with say they were going to sleep earlier tonight so they could stay up through the early morning hours and keep on working on Sunday until the job's done. Reporting live in Chelmsford, I'm Samantha York, 7 News Night Team.
Let's head out to Worcester now, where crews, they have been preparing all week long for this storm. The night team's Grant Hearns is live with how they're getting ready. Grant.
Well, here in Worcester, we've just started to see the very first flurries fly. We were in some search of some snow, so this is what we found here just outside the Worcester ice rink. So if I climb this, I guess this makes me king of the mountain here in Worcester. But we have seen quite a few plow crews go by, a tow truck or two, just doing their early routes to make sure that everybody here is ready when the rest of this snow arrives.
Worcester bracing for impact. The Bay State's second largest city forecasted to get some of the most snow of this first big winter storm.
We're thinking this is going to be about a 28 or 30 hour shift.
Jose Martinez has been a plow driver for more than a decade. He says they've been getting ready all week.
It's been pretty rough, I guess, but we've been keeping up busy, you know. We're pretty excited about this one, so it's going to be good. It's going to be good.
And the city of Worcester has been getting ready too. A winter weather parking ban is in place until the storm is over, but parking at the municipal ramps on Pearl Street, Eaton Place, Franklin Street, and Major Taylor Boulevard are free throughout the night. Any cars left on either side of the main roads will be ticketed or towed. On all other streets, parking is only permitted on the odd-numbered side of the street. Department of Public Works Commissioner Jay Fink telling 7 News this week they can expect the cleanup to go all night.
Sunday morning is probably going to be pretty slick, pretty treacherous. So it may take a while to get out there and get things done.
And for plow drivers like Martinez, it'll be a winter wonderland of work.
I just want to wish everyone pretty good luck on this one.
And the city also wants people to know that they have 10 hours after the storm stops to clear off the sidewalks in front of their homes. They're also asking that if you can, clear off those spaces around the fire hydrants and storm drains as well. In Worcester, Grant Herm, 7 News Night Team.
North and west of the city will see the most snow, but Boston will have its own problems. As the temperatures fall, comes the threat of a flash freeze. Meteorologist Josh Worster live in Boston to explain. Josh.
Rob, you heard JR talk about it just a couple minutes ago. Boston and those of us on the coastline will be that fight between the rain and the snow for a good duration of the storm. And in the past 10 minutes, we have seen that. We've gone from the big fat flakes and those dendrites to ice pellets and then just plain old rain at times. The ocean right behind me, so the north end, I'm in City Hall Plaza, then the ocean, you can feel that east wind straight at my back. So that's what we're going to fight for a while. That's going to keep things on the mild side, again, relatively mild here in Boston. But the problem is, as Chris talked about earlier, as that wind shifts through the day tomorrow, all of those snowflakes that fell, all of the ice pellets, the rain that we're watching here in City Hall Plaza has now created just wet pavement. So as those temperatures fall through the day on Sunday, all of this, of course, becomes the threat for icing and a pretty fast freeze up tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. We are live in Boston. I'm meteorologist Josh Worster, 7 News Night Team.
Ski resorts getting ready for some real snow at Neshoba Valley Ski Resort. People are getting ready to hit the slopes after a snowless season so far. The storm will have a positive impact for ski resorts that have had little to no natural snow so far. Meteorologist AJ Waterman is live now at Neshoba Valley Ski Area to continue our coverage tonight. AJ, you got your skis on out there?
I have some snow boots on, but we're watching the snowfall, which is great news for ski resorts, especially after last year's abysmal season close to the city of Boston. A lot of ski resorts didn't really get the season that they wanted. This year, it looks like we're starting off on a better foot. A lot of resorts opening up now in January, and we have the snow falling. We've got a good storm system coming here at Neshoba Valley, expecting about a foot of snow, and a lot of resorts in and around the Boston area will pick up some good snow as well. You can see the flakes flying right now. At times we had some ocean effect snow. Now it looks like we're transitioning over to the main event, and you can see the ski resort right now. It does have coverage, but this is all man-made snow that is on the ground right now. So, of course, skiers and ownership here looking forward to some nice fresh snow from the storm that is moving in. We've had some skiers come down the slopes, and they've been enjoying some of the fresh snow that is just starting to fall right now. We actually spoke to one of the skiers that said that he's really excited to get some fresh snow in here, which will come into the forecast, of course, tomorrow and overnight. We've got a lot of that snow just coming down right now. Right now it's light. The visibility is pretty good. Of course, you can see the whole ski resort, but as we continue to progress into the overnight, like JR and Chris were just saying, the storm is going to pick up speed, and we will start to see that snow fall at a good clip. And ownership also mentioned that they might actually keep the resort open on Monday, which they normally stay closed depending on how conditions end up. So if we get a lot of snow, that is going to be good news for ski country. Live in the Neshoba Valley ski area, meteorologist AJ Waterman, 7 News.
AJ, thank you. The storm impacting several other states, prompting winter storm warnings for parts of New Jersey and New York. New York City could see a couple inches along with some rain. Flakes flying in Brooklyn this afternoon, but the Hudson Valley could see up to a foot, kind of dealing with what we're dealing with here. And in Pittsburgh, the snow arrived hours ago, leaving cars in this parking lot covered. JR and Chris will be back in the morning along with a team of reporters spread out across the region. We'll have full coverage of the storm starting at 6 a.m. and you don't want to miss it.